What's going on? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a great day. Today we got Amnesiac by Radiohead, album from 2001. So this is another one I don't know too much about here. I just know this was highly recommended. I think the only thing I have heard about this album is it's kind of like a sister album to Kid A. I think I read that they were originally both part of the same project, and then it ended up being split into two different things. You could let me know in the comments if that's true, or maybe that's something I misread here. But if that's the case, obviously, there's a particular type of sound we're going to be expecting in this album. So as far as expectations or background info, that's all I know. And so I think we'll just go ahead and get it started from there. So for the first track here, we got Packed Like Sardines in a Crushed Tin Box. Let's give it a spin. Nice beat. I mean, yeah, it definitely sounds like Kid A so far. I'm liking this. More of a relaxed, kind of laid back vocals here. Lower register. Yeah, these songs are all right what we would expect from Kid A. Yeah, I like the groove and the sounds of this. Drums have a slightly weird pattern too. The vocals sound so different than their other albums so far. Oh, this is cool. It's so freaky sounding. Okay, so that's a pretty fun opening track. I like the overall kind of tempo of the beat there. Like I said, the drum pattern kind of throws you off a little bit. It'll stay pretty steady, and then every once in a while it'll kind of throw in like an off snare hit or something just to give it a little bit of variation. I like the overall sounds we were getting throughout all of that here, and we kind of had more of a traditional hook here with the "I'm a reasonable man, get off my case." So kind of cool to add that into the song. It adds a little bit of catchiness because the rest of it is staying pretty standard here. And like I said, it sounds very similar to something we would hear off Kid A. But a lot of the tropes I would expect from Radiohead, as far as I continue to mention throughout these videos, they got a lot of good audio nuggets, as I call them. Those are all over the place on this track. But that's a pretty fun listen. Definitely one I could see just vibing out to. So pretty cool here. And we're going to keep it moving. So there's a music video for the next one. As usual, we will not watch it, but we do have Pyramid Song up next. Let's give it a spin. Nice gentle piano intro.
I jumped in the river, what did I see? Black-eyed angels swam with me. A moon full of stars and astral cars.
Really pretty intro here. So I jumped in the river. What did I see? Black-eyed angels swam with me. A moon full of stars and astral cards and all the figures I used to see. Definitely an emotional delivery on this so far. Really liking it.
All my lovers were there with me. All my past and future.
I will say really quickly, I think the singer's vocal style really lends itself to these really stripped-backed ballad-type tracks. It's just such an interesting voice that he has, and he's really capable of delivering interesting styles and vocalizations on these lines. Like I've mentioned a few times in previous reactions, the way he delivers some lines, when I read them before and then they come out, it's like completely different. So he comes up with a lot of interesting lines here. But more than anything with this type of track, like I said, it's just he could really deliver a good performance and stuff like this.
Nothing to fear, nothing to die.
I like the match of the piano and the vocals with that. Go well together here. Super nice transition. You know, I've been pausing a lot in this one, but this track's just interesting to me. I don't know if I've ever heard a transition quite like that. Like the drum fill for that was really cool. Like, I don't think I've heard that. We're going to pull it back because I just think that was sick.
There was nothing to fear, nothing to die.
background stuff is very cool too.
Jumped into the river. Black-eyed angels swam with me.
Yeah, really great piano. Oh, nice. Damn, this is really coming together. Okay, first listen reaction. I think that's one of the best Radiohead songs I've heard. That would definitely be like an S tier track to me. I mean, it's just like a beautifully put together, really sweet piano ballad type song. Just super emotional opening here with a lot of space given to it. Beautiful vocal delivery, as I mentioned all the time on their songs. I like the piano lick a lot. And, it's super stripped back to start here. And that drum transition, like I said, really caught my ear. I just thought it was unique. And when the song drops with it, it just sounds beautiful. And they don't stop there. It keeps building with those orchestral kind of string sounds. Literally just a super beautiful track. What more can you say? It's just super well done, super amazing songwriting. I think that's one of the best Radiohead songs I've heard. So that's for sure one I'll be revisiting. Beautiful song, and good sign for this album to see something like that super early on here. So awesome stuff there. And then the next one we got here, it's gonna be Pulk Pull Revolving Doors. So let's give this a try. Okay, you have my attention. Oh god. Oh my god, that scared me. The voice is like unsettling.
And they were rolling close.
This feels like a fever dream so far.
Plays on the rollers of big ships.
What is with this vocal?
And there are revolving doors.
It just sounds so weird.
doors that open by themselves. There are sliding doors, and there are secret doors.
This is a super odd song. Like, I like it here on first listen. It's so
There are
weird.
doors that lock, and doors that don't. There are doors that let you in and out, but never open.
He's weird, but
And
like
there are trapdoors.
stop and go action they keep doing is pretty cool.
That you can't come back from.
Scary outro time? Okay, one of the weirdest songs I've ever heard. That intro faked me out at least twice, where I kind of started to head bob, and then it would just stop. Super interesting soundscape. That was probably the weirdest vocal delivery on any song I've heard from them. It was like I said, it freaked me out a little bit. This groove is interesting to me. Like this actually goes hard. I this might sound weird, but I wish like someone like a rapper would like sample this. Like I could see someone turning this into a really cool like bass of a hip hop beat. But yeah, it's an interesting song. So because that one is so odd, it's definitely, I don't think I would ever, I don't know what fucking headspace I'd have to be in to just be like, yeah, let's throw this on just as a single thing and fucking stare at the ceiling. Like, I don't know what I would do with this one. But in the context of the album, I like it. I think it's cool. I think it's, I think I mentioned this with the Kid A reaction too, where it's like, when they get into this type of bag with the sounds, it's like these albums in particular kind of feel like a movie to me, and this would be like I wouldn't want to skip the scene of the movie. I would want to listen to it all the way through. And so in the context of the album, I definitely like it. It's also weird now, kind of going through these first three songs, thinking about how Pyramid Song is sandwiched in between these first two, because that one's just so much more traditional than these two. It's an interesting kind of track list placement so far. But I thought that was a pretty cool track. It was an interesting first listen here. So we'll keep on going here. And looks like next we got You and Whose Army. Let's see.
Come on, you think you drive me crazy. Well,
Pleasant and gentle.
come on, you and his crony. Come on, come on, Holy Roman Empire. Come on if you think, come on if you think you can take us on. You can take us on. You and your
I do like how gentle this song is.
You and your cronies. You forget so easy.
Nice. Had a similar structure to Pyramid Song. Oh my god. Wow. What a crazy transition. Wow. Okay, another really, really nice track on this album. Like I said, that follows a really similar song structure to what we heard earlier, but I really enjoyed both halves of the song. It was so pretty. The guitar was nice and gentle. I was just thinking to myself, like, oh, maybe it could be a tad higher in the mix, but then I completely forgot about that because it goes into this really cool second half part. This sounds crazy good. Oh my god. Again, with just like ridiculously good piano parts and fantastic drumming to really complement it.
Come on if you think you can take us.
Yeah, no weak spots on that song. The vocals were great too. Just everything was good. This is a really interesting album kind of structure so far. But yeah, that is like neck and neck with Pyramid Song here. So that was really, really cool. Okay. All right. Kind of keeps throwing me for a loop here. Keeps kind of shocking me a little bit. So let's see what next. I have no idea what this could be. Looks like I Might Be Wrong is here. So let's take a listen. All right. Starting more electronic again. All right. Good groove and guitar on this one. Okay, so sorry I haven't had too many thoughts on this one. I don't want to be too repetitive, but as far as this song, like I said, cool drum groove, cool guitar work, kind of a different guitar riff we haven't really heard in this album, and honestly don't hear in their discography that much at all. It's kind of got like a heavier, like bluesy rock almost type tone to it. Like, it's just not the normal guitar tonality we hear from them, but it's a cool groove here. I like the vocals. The song structure is always a little bit odd and unexpected. So yeah, we'll just let this one finish out. Oh, that's nice. I'm liking this. Yeah, I love this riff. All right. Yeah, really like that outro riff. Probably my favorite riff in the song. So that's like a pretty standard track. It's fun and good. It's not amazing. It's not mind blowing, but it is fun and good. It's a cool addition to the album. Yeah, it's just a fun one. Like I said, it's not one that like really blows my mind. But it's worth a listen. It's a cool track. If it came on by itself, I would jam out to it. So that's kind of how I feel about that one. Just chill and cool. It doesn't have like the weird oddities and obscure sounds that we hear from some of the more electronic tracks. And I don't think it has the songwriting highs that we've heard of the more traditional tracks. It's just kind of in that middle of the pack area. Not bad, not amazing, just solid song. So, okay. Next one, we got Knives Out. Let's see. Cool intro. They're getting right to it. Yeah, I like this intro for sure. Like that delivery. Really strong start, actually.
Look into my eyes. I'm not coming back.
More great mixing of acoustic and clean guitars.
So now's out. Catch the mouse. Don't look down. Shove it in your mouth. If you'd been a dog, they would have drowned you blind. Look into
Yeah, nice.
It's the only way you'll know I'm telling the truth.
Okay, really liking that one so far. I like that they get right to it and they get you with one of those hooky guitar intros, which is how I like a lot of their songs start, or when their songs start that way, rather. Just something to immediately get you into the feel of the song. It has a really good melancholy, spacey vibe to it. I like the emotion that's being invoked here. Really, really cool start here. So let's see where they go.
So now's out. Cook him up. Squash his head. Put him in the pot.
Really nice here. Again, really nice layering of the acoustic and the clean.
I want you to know it's not coming back. It's bloated and frozen. Still, there's no point in letting it go to waste. So now's out. Catch the mouse.
Nice delivery.
Squash his head. Put him in the pot.
Okay, another one of my favorites so far. That was a really, really cool track. I ended up liking that one quite a bit. Just really, really love the vibe that's captured on it. It's just got just a really nice vibe to it. Just super pleasant on the ears, super easy going. Really like the tempo there. This album is actually turning out to be pretty damn good. Although I do have to note, it seems like stylistically it's a little less cohesive than some of the other records we've heard from them. Like, I don't know, like stuff like this is so different from this. Like, it almost sounds like two different projects kind of stitched together a little bit. Like this like I'm not necessarily seeing the connective tissue between each track, and there doesn't have to be. A project doesn't have to be like that. It can be a little bit more kind of give and take, push and pull, and that's kind of what this has been so far.
What if you think
But yeah, these last few songs in particular have been really pleasant. I mean, this entire first half of the album has been really pleasant. I have been pleasantly surprised. I just came off of listening to The King of Limbs, which I just really didn't enjoy that album so much. So this has been like great to hear. And we got a really strong first half of this album, I would say. So, okay, we're going to keep it moving here. So, looks like this is one of the least streamed records coming up next year, which is Morning Bell Amnesiac. So, let's give it a shot. Let's see.
the morning bell,
Oh, yeah, remember this.
I don't know the color. You can keep the furniture upon the head.
This is interesting to revisit this.
Falling down the chimney, Would you park the car? Would you park the car? Clothes are all along with us.
Okay, so clearly we're revisiting ideas from Morning Bell on Kid A. I actually don't remember which came first. Was it Amnesiac or Kid A? So, like, is this a revisit or is this the original, the first time everyone heard this? That'll be interesting if you could let me know in the comments.
Run at you, and I might as well. I might as well. Sleepy Jack, the fire drill. Run, cut the kids in half. Cut the kids in half. Cut the kids in
Okay. So interesting to hear these ideas again. I definitely like the version on Kid A more, and since I've already heard a lot of this, I don't have like too much thoughts on like the vocal melodies are obviously like super duper similar, if not the same. So I loved it on Kid A. I don't like the instrumentation on this one quite as much. So it's hard to just take this song for what it is because I'm comparing it to the version I've already heard. And in that way, this is lesser to me. But this is fine. It's just it just makes me want to be listening to the Kid A version, you know. But yeah, this is fine. I was kind of definitely a curveball. I was not expecting that. So all right, so there's that again. All right, let's keep it going. Getting towards the end of the album here. Looks like we got 4 more tracks, so we'll go ahead and do Dollars and Cents up next. Nice little bass intro. Oh. Weird. I think this is an interesting composition. I always like when they incorporate strings into their songs. Okay, that's pretty dissonant to me. It didn't feel like it necessarily matched in a pleasant way with what was going on there, which may be intentional. Okay, I will. Okay. These vocals are fucking it up for me a little bit. Like I just like the instrumentation I'm not really enjoying on this one. It's just like, again, it's doing that thing sometimes they do that I don't like, where they just kind of linger and it's just dissonant. I'm not hearing anything catchy, groovy. It's just my personal taste, what I tend to like more. Or if it's going to be dissonant or a little bit odd, I hope it's like interesting. And right now it's just kind of hanging around, and whatever is going on with the vocals in this section, I just don't like. But let's see, we're still got a lot of song left. I'll pull it back by a few seconds here. Yeah, this doesn't sound good to me. Again, I do like the strings on here. I'm just not sure about everything else.
We are the dollars of sand. private dollars and cents.
Okay. Yeah, that one really wasn't for me. Um, yeah, yeah. Like I said, really the only part of that song I liked was the strings. Everything else I didn't really care for. The vocals, the just pretty just everything else. I don't know. It just didn't hit for me. You guys let me know what you think of that one. I always find it curious for the ones I don't like, how you guys feel about it. If that's like common in the Radiohead fan base to not like it, or is my opinion in the minority and everyone likes it. Um, yeah. Okay. Hmm. So an interesting start to the second half here, because like I said, the first 6 songs I really really liked. Morning Bell Amnesiac was just fine, and then Dollars and Cents I did not like. So we got only 3 more tracks here. Is this going to be the Tale of Two Halves album? Let's see how I feel about these last 3 here. So it looks like up next we got Hunting Bears. Let's give it a spin. Cool effects on the guitar here. Oh, I like the little spaces they leave here. I like that part for sure. All right, I like that. That was a pretty cool little ambient instrumental track. I liked it. Didn't overstay its welcome. It was interesting to listen to, especially with some nice headphones and kind of hearing between the right and left channel here. Yeah, that was tasty. I liked that. I would listen to that again. I would even listen to that just on its own and just kind of close my eyes and appreciate it for a moment. So that was cool. Okay, we got 2 more here. We got Like Spinning Plates and Life in a Glass House. So let's go ahead and do Like Spinning Plates first here. Let's see. Bit of a chaotic intro. But it sounds cool. It's interesting how they're catching this little riff here with this. I like this. Crazy delivery. Okay, I like that one too. Lyrically, don't know what's going on, but again, it's provocative with interesting lines here. Our bodies holding down the muddy river. I'm being cut to shreds if you meet the lions. Really existential, atmospheric track, and I like it's got like a reverse sound effect, kinda. However, these sounds are achieved, I think it sounds really cool, and that's what I'm saying. Kind of provides me this existential kind of vibe. I didn't even notice that at first. We got like little piano notes in the background. But I think it's a really cool sound they achieved on this. Yeah, existential, slightly scary sounding vibe. Like it just puts me in a space mentally that I just find these type of sounds interesting. And even though I don't know what the lyrics are about, the delivery is always great and provides emotion to the track. So I actually like that one quite a bit. Interesting track. Again, it couldn't be just because of the nature of it. I can't, again, I'm not just going to throw this on and stare at the fucking ceiling and wonder what's going on in my life. But in the context of the album, I actually think it's a pretty solid track. So, or maybe if I am one day in the mood just to listen to this, I would give it a spin because it's well crafted. It's just such an odd sounding thing. It's hard to throw it on casually, but I do like it. Okay, one more. So we got Life in a Glass House. Just go ahead and check it out.
I'm in trouble with my only friend.
Cool intro with the instruments here.
She is paper in the window panes. She is putting on a smile. Living in a glass house.
Okay, the placement of like the horns in contrast to the piano and like the hi-hat here gives everything a very interesting swing, even though it's like a familiar sound. We've heard in a lot of songs, not necessarily with Radiohead, but just in general. They give it their own spin and a weird kind of cadence to it, which I'm enjoying.
starving man. Don't talk politics and don't throw stones. Your Royal Highnesses. Of course I like to sit around chat. Of course I like to stand you a fire. Of course I like to sit around chat. But someone's listening. Once again, we are hungry for lynching. That's a strange mistake to make.
Really cool lick here.
You should turn the other cheek.
I love the piano as always too. Trumpet or whatever that is.
Living in a glass house. Of course I like to sit around and chat. Of course I like to stand you the fat. Of course I like to sit around and Is someone listening?
Hmm. All right. So that was Life in a Glass House. That felt like a total curveball, the way it just had so much horns and piano. Like it felt like just a lot of like, I guess, kind of jazzy instrumentation influence, or maybe not jazz, but you know what I'm saying. Like it just completely sounds different than a lot of what we heard on this album. But I did think it was cool the way they put it together and the vocal performance, and like I said, kind of the cadence of it was unique and gave the song a unique spin. So that was pretty cool. Again, probably not one I would listen on my own, but I do enjoy in the context of the album. And so let's back this out here. That's Amnesiac. So that was a really interesting listen. Overall, I think that was a pretty darn solid album. Like I said, the first 6 songs are like really, really good to me. Pyramid Song's for sure the standout. Yeah, Pyramid Song ends up being one of my favorite Radiohead songs in general. And the only song I didn't like on here was Dollars and Cents. But this definitely sounded more different than Kid A than I was expecting based on what I had read about them being almost sister albums. Yeah, Pyramid Song is definitely one of my favorites. Like the entire first half is really good. Like I said, it was interesting seeing Morning Bell kind of be brought back or either introduced the first time. I don't know. I believe it was Haunting Bears was the instrumental track, right? Yeah, that was super interesting too. There's a lot of great ideas on here. Yeah, that's the existential sounding one here. I think it's like I said, it's just this one's a little more sonically all over the place. It doesn't feel as cohesive of a project, which surprised me a little, but it's really, really good. I definitely liked it more than The King of Limbs. Um, I might even like it more than A Moonshaped Pool. I would have to go back to that one and take another listen, which I haven't had a lot of time to do yet. So, but this was a really good album. This was as good as I was expecting for different reasons than I was expecting. It sounded a lot less like Kid A than I thought. I really appreciate a lot of the ballad kind of sounding parts of this. It really, really beautiful ambient parts and piano and guitar all throughout here. And the vocal performances are good on literally every album, so no surprise there. But this one ended up being really good. I'm kind of like thinking about it like my mental hierarchy of the albums, and this would be higher up there. Definitely one of the better albums I heard from them. It was a fun listen. It will be one I revisit and definitely pull in more than a few songs from here just to listen as their own piece. So that was a pretty fun one to go through here. And yeah, I'm just curious what you guys think of it. How does this one rank for you? What are your favorites? What are your least favorites? What do you appreciate about the album? What do you not like about it? Do you agree with me that it's less cohesive than their other projects, or do you think I'm off on that? Yeah, I would love to see what you guys got to say about this one. So thanks for listening as always. We only got a few more Radiohead reactions left, really. I've done most of the studio albums at this point, but thanks for going through with this journey for me. Like I said, if you got any more context for this album or anything you think would help me appreciate it even more than I already do, because I do appreciate the album, let me know. I'll definitely take that all in. I always read all the comments here. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys, and I will see you next time.